Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm Aristophanes, the most famous Greek comedian of the ancient world. No? Wow. Time really is a great leveler. Okay, well here's the thing. I wrote this play a long time ago and I said I'd perform it for you tonight, but I might have forgotten how it goes. Look, 2,500 years is a long time to remember something, right? Plus, I've been dead most of that time, and that's real hard on the old brain cells. Let me see. The play was about two wanderers, right? Wanderers wandering in the desert. They just left behind Athens because the city was corrupt, awful, unjust, all of that. And they wanted... Oh, I just can't remember. Wait, don't sign off Zoom. I know, I'll get some help. I'll invoke the muse. How Greek is that? That's how all the epic poets did it. Sing, muse of Pythagoras who wanders, and his boon companion Euripides. Tired they are, and dusted with chalk they...
And then I said to Apollo, what am I doing here? Oh, Aristophanes, you have to stop invoking me in the middle of my girls' night out. Seriously, I haven't seen my sisters in ages.
Oh, muse, sing of the travels of the...
Okay, fine. What do you need?
I can't remember how that old play The Birds goes. Could you jog my memory?
What? I'm the muse of poetry, not the muse of memory. You should be talking to my mother, Mnemosyne.
She's a full-on goddess. I can't invoke her like some muse. Look, I'm really in a bind. The audience is already here.
The audience? Oh, well, hey. Hi, folks. Aristophanes, if you don't remember how the play went, then we're going to have to make it up all over again. You said these two wanderers leaving Athens behind. Maybe they were looking for a new place to live.
Okay, I like that. That's good.
No. Wait. You said it's called The Birds, right?
Right.
Perfect. So they're looking for the king of the birds who could soar all over the earth and guide them to a perfect city. They took a pair of crows, tied them together, and were using them to lead them to Tereus.
Serious? Who's that?
He's the king of the birds, duh. He used to be a man, but the gods turned him to a bird and made him king.
I like that. That's got drama. What happens next?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just inspiration. Start writing and we'll see.
Okay. So, Pythagoras and Euripides are following their crows through the desert. When Euripides stops and says,
I think that my bird is trying to lead us to the tree up there. Oh, wait. I think my bird's broken.
I think mine is trying to say, go back. Why are you stopping?
"Ha, it's working. Here we go."
My toenails come off from all this walking. Wait, that bird has it. Give it back.
I don't know where on earth we are anymore.
That crow just stole my toenail and flew away.
Well, maybe you should chase after it. Finally seems like it knows where it's going.
Oh, you said this would be easy. Just find Tereus, the king of the birds, and he'll show us where to live, and everything will be just and fair.
We will find him. I mean, how hard can it be to find a giant bird? Hello? What are you poking at? You mean to peck my eyes out and then eat them?
See, we should have just stayed in Athens. At least there's fig trees in Athens.
Athens. We left Athens for a reason. Wait, did you hear that? I think the crow is trying to say up.
Up? The sky's up. And birds live in the sky. Maybe we need to make some kind of noise, try and flesh them out somehow.
Oh, bang those rocks together.
I already lost a toenail. I'm not losing a fingernail too. You bang the rocks together.
Well, why don't you bang the rocks on your head? I'm sure it'll make a nice big hollow noise.
That was mean. Bird! Hello! Big guy! Are you there?
Hey, do not call the king of birds big guy. That's condescending. Call him your majesty.
Hello, your majesty. Are you there?
Squawk! Squawk! What have we here? Who calls the master?
Apollo, averter of evil. What a beat.
Gods help me, humans! It's a pair of hairy-skinned humans!
Yeah, we're human, and what are you?
Oh, I am but a humble servant bird.
Wait, you were taken captive by other birds?
I was a servant first, even before a bird. You see, when His Majesty got turned into a bird, I was already his servant. So he prayed to the gods that I might become a bird too, so that he could have a bird's bird to attend him.
Do birds really need servants?
He does. It's natural, I guess, since he used to be human. He's used to it. Seems like an oversight, but if we start questioning the gods, this whole thing falls apart. Now, if you want some anchovies, maybe, from the sea, I take a plate and run for anchovies. If you want some soup, we need a bowl and a spoon.
Wait. So he's a bird that eats soup?
Yes, I don't know why he asked for soup, and it's not a servant's place to ask, though it is terrible to watch him to try to get a spoon into his beak.
Does that make you like a waiting bird? Like, a waiting bird, but you're waiting on him. Right, sorry. You know what you must do. Go fetch your master for us.
Oh, I can't. He sleeps in the afternoon. I just fed him a lunch of myrtle berries and white ants.
We'll wake him up anyway.
He won't be pleased. I know that he won't. But it's your funeral.
Are all of those birds going to be that odd looking? I mean, he almost scared me to death.
Yeah, and you've already lost your bird. If this doesn't work, we're going to be gone for good.
Oh, quit whining, Euripides. Did your jackdaw fly off with your toenail and your courage? Besides, I haven't lost anything.
Yes, you did. You just lost your bird back there when you fell.
I didn't lose him. He just flew away.
Ho there, I'm coming out. Set wide the wood.
Heracles' hamstrings. What kind of bird is that?
Who calls upon the king of birds?
He has feathers where he should be bare, and he's bare where he should have feathers.
Sir, are you mocking, laughing at my plume? I was once a human, like you.
Well, I mean, those feathers do look sort of funny.
This happens every time. Why must people laugh at me? I'm Tereus, the king.
You're Tereus? Are you a rooster or a peacock?
I am a bird.
What happened to your feathers?
I'm molting.
You're melting? You didn't tell me that birds melted?
Not melt, molt. Birds lose all their feathers in the winter and then grow a new set. Perfectly normal. What land are you from?
From Athens.
So you're what? Lobbyists, lawyers?
No. We're far from that. We're unemployed.
And what particular purpose brings you here?
Well, you were once human, just like us, and you had debts to pay, just like us. And now you go around the world with both the knowledge of both bird and man, and we've come here in hopes that you can show us a new place to live?
You want a city greater than the mighty Athens?
Not greater, freer, kinder, better.
And I assume you want to be the new kings.
Why no? We were actually hoping there wouldn't be kings at all.
Tell me, what kind of place would suit you best?
Well, somewhere with the freedom to live, a community to take care of, somewhere where there's justice for all instead of power for just a few.
And if it's not too much to ask, could it be somewhere with a temperate climate?
Bless me, you are in love with the difficulties. Let me see. There must be a city of the sort you want. How about Crete?
I heard it's full of Cretans.
Pause.
What?
What's with all the ancient Greece jokes? Nobody is going to get those.
What do you mean, what's with all the ancient Greek jokes? The play is set in ancient Greece?
Yeah, but the audience isn't going to get jokes about Crete or Sparta. Upgrade the cities.
But that doesn't make sense. The play is set in ancient Greece.
They'll be able to handle it. I think the audience rather get jokes and maintain the integrity of a setting. How about New York instead of Crete? Ooh, make a pandemic joke.
All right, let's see how this goes.
I once flew over a far-off land called New York City.
New York? In the middle of a pandemic? Too much population density.
What is life like in the land of birds? Do you like it?
Oh, I mean, it's not bad. It's definitely an easy life. You see, birds don't have to worry about money.
Well, we don't have any money to worry about either.
We eat seeds from the trees and fruits and berries and some, like the spirited pursuit and delicate crunch of bugs, although I can't seem to get that part down.
Yeah, that would bug me too.
Wait, I think I have an idea. I think I see an opportunity for you birds to have so much more than bugs and berries, if you'll trust me.
An opportunity? Are you sure you're not lawyers?
Well, as you see things are now, you birds just go fluttering and tweeting and eating about. It's not respectable.
By Bacchus's beard, yes, we do that, but what should we do instead?
Get this. Build a new city.
We birds? What kind of city could we build?
Does he even need to ask? Are you blind? Come on. Look down.
I'm looking.
Look up.
I'm looking.
Now turn your head around.
I think I hurt my neck.
What did you see?
Just clouds and sky.
But doesn't all of that sky belong to you birds?
Belong? What do you mean?
The sky is your land.
Well, not land per se.
Okay, fine. Your domain. Make it yours. Surround it with a wall. You could build the greatest city in the world. I mean, a perfect city. Even the gods would have to bow down to you.
The gods? How?
Well, the air, I assume, is halfway between heaven and earth. And let's say I'm a merchant and I want to sell sandals in Rome. First, I have to go through Venice. And there, I have to stop and pay taxes, right? Well, you could do the exact same thing. When a man wants to send a sacrifice to the gods by burning a sheep or a cow.
Like you do.
Like you do. You won't let one whiff of burnt meat through unless they pay taxes on it.
Oh, Queen Hera. Oh, glory to Verizon, rulers of the air. That is quite the plot. I'll join you in founding that city.
Wait a minute.
What did I do now?
Is that it? They get what they want, live as birds, and the play is over?
Well, yeah. Why not? It's a one-act play.
You have to give them some obstacles, some challenges, a chance to grow.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Really? Okay, let me inspire you. How about the birds don't like it, and they don't like their king? I mean, who says to be king of everything bird-like anyways?
The gods? Why would they question the gods?
Well, I'm a god, and I'm telling you to do something you don't want to do. And how do you feel about it?
I totally resent it. Huh. You have a point. Fine, let's see how this goes.
Oh, Queen Hera. Oh, glory to Verizon, rulers of the air. That is quite the plot. I'll join you in founding that city. That is, of course, if the other birds agree.
Well, who is going to convince them?
You. They used to just tweet at each other all day, but nothing ever gets done on Twitter. So I've taught them all our language.
So you can call them all here?
I learned from my queen, a golden-throated nightingale if one had ever lived, a song to call me all my avian subjects. She taught me how to sing almost as beautifully as she does.
Well then, King of Birds, don't waste a minute. Call them now.
Muses bless me. You certainly are an interesting singer. I'm sure you got their attention.
Do not compliment him. He might sing again.
Do you see any birds?
No, not yet. But I think I hear some.
Oh, hello there. What's that bird over there? It's as if someone stretched its neck out and painted it pink. What type of bird is that?
I'm not sure. Maybe she'll tell us if we ask. Hello there, feathered friend. What kind of bird are you?
I am a flamingo, you fool.
Oh, of course. Well, you are a beauty, colored all like flame.
Of course I am. What? You think I eat all of that pink shrimp for fun? Oh, it's awful, but I must eat it to be pink.
Whoa! Look out.
What on earth are you?
Why, I'm a blue-footed booby.
Sorry, you're a what?
I said I'm a blue-footed boo.
No, please don't say it again. This is a family show.
Oh, Euripides, this bird over here stinks.
Hey, watch the insults, buddy. What's the big idea? No one stinks around here. I'll come over there and I'll beat you bloody. I'll give you a pop and a whap and a...
Now, my friend, there is no need to get violent. Just simply wait around till they eventually die. Natural causes, like, humans do. Then, once they've already been dead for some time, I will eat their rotting flesh.
That's not that scary.
Don't worry about the vulture. He's a sweetheart. As long as you keep breathing. Watch out for the hummingbird, though. Yikes.
What's that creature over there? The one with the big eyes. What type of bird is that?
That one is named Frank, the owl, wisest of birds.
Who?
You, Frank, you're an owl.
Who?
He's a little hard of hearing.
I guess we'll have to take you up on this whole wisdom thing.
Yeah, I'm sure he's very wise.
So many birds, but does it seem like they're staring?
Actually, now that you say it, they're all looking at us. That one has one eye on me and one eye on you.
I think this was a mistake.
Yeah, I think so too.
Woo-hoo! Who cuckoo called me? What's this all about?
I called you all here.
And what is it that you need, Your Majesty?
These two wise humans came to see me.
What? Where? Humans?
Listen, these two have offered us to help us become truly great.
And you believe them? When was the last time you saw humans do anything for us birds?
Are you questioning me, your king?
King? Humph. Sometimes, Your Majesty, I think you forget a very important fact.
And what is that?
While it is true the gods made you our king and told you to rule over us, birds don't care about politics. Before you showed up, we birds just did whatever we wanted.
Now you listen to me.
Quiet, my fellow birds. What do you say we teach our foolish new king a lesson?
I say we pluck his top feathers.
I say we shake his tail feathers.
I say we tear up his wings and beat him with them.
I say we sit around and wait as many years as it takes for them to die, and once they've already been dead, I'll feast on their rotting innards.
Good ideas, all of them. But first, let's deal with these two humans. We'll peck them into little bits.
I think they're talking about us.
This is all your fault. We should have just stayed in Athens. Why did you bring me here?
I had to bring you. You're my best friend. Although it seems like our friendship isn't going to last very much longer, it's kind of hard to be friends when you're dead.
You're making it worse. I'm gonna cry.
Well, you should enjoy having one last cry. I mean, they'll probably peck both of your eyes out first and then eat them. You'll never cry again.
Enough talking, you two.
Time to die.
In horrible agony.
And then once you've already been dead for some time, I will eat you.
I'm not getting pecked to death by some birds. I'm making a run for it.
You think you can get away? I mean, they can fly.
Don't know.
Well, here, grab the king's soup bowl and put it on your head so they can't peck at you. All right, well, now grab a blanket to swat at them.
They've armed themselves. Peck at them.
Oh, stop it, all of you! Why do you want to peck these humans in the first place? Why do we need to fight?
What? Let them go? These humans are worse than cats.
Imagine what they might do to us. Next thing you know, they're laying down power lines, spewing out smog.
But What if, even though most humans are disease-carrying mammals, these two are trying to help us? What if they made the journey here to help you protect yourselves?
What could they teach us? I mean, I grew up playing on icebergs. Icebergs? What? I haven't seen one in years.
Ah, but if humans could do all that, then maybe they could reverse it too. Where there is a whippoorwill, there is a way, I say. These two could teach us secrets, how to build and make things, and how to change the world.
There might be a way, but these humans do not seem to have the will.
Well, maybe our king is right, and we should learn their secrets for ourselves. Birds, stand down.
I think they're backing down.
Yes, of course you should. If they don't tell you anything worth knowing, I'll join in on raining down a death by 1,000 pecks.
Your Majesty, that sounds like a royal plan.
Nobody's. I think they're retreating.
Thank goodness, Pithitarius. I was getting worried that if we both died there, there'd be no one to attend my funeral or to spread my ashes.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that, silly. I would have left the moment I realized we were in real danger. But while I may have left you in my hurry to flee, I would have written songs about your bravery.
You birds, halt and cap your claws. Fold your flappers, put away your
This is a family show.
Right. Well, now that we've decided not to put beak to cheek, who are they?
Two humans who left Athens behind.
Why'd they do that? Couldn't hack it there?
They've told me that they would like to live like birds, floating above all the cares in the world with no one to hold them down.
Well, that sounds to me like they have an awfully romantic idea of what it's like to be a bird. Have they heard about cats? How about air pollution?
We've heard about the melting.
What?
Don't listen to him.
Well, listen to me. Do you even know about migration? That's the worst of the lot. So exhausting.
They have a plan for that. That's why I called you.
A plan? Sounds like something a human would have. Birds don't plan.
Not a plan then, more of an idea. Look up at the sky around us. It belongs to us birds. The far, the near, everything you can see.
I thought you were turned into a hawk, Terrius, not a cuckoo.
You're the bird brain here, not me. You're not thinking it through.
And these humans thought it through? They solved all of the problems of the birds in an instant?
They might be humans, but they are as sly as foxes and as wise as Frank over there.
Who?
You, Frank, you're wise. Oh, forget it.
That's enough of that. Now, if these humans are so wise, let them prove it.
Wait, you don't mean like an algebra test, do you?
No, birds hate math. Everyone knows that. I want to hear your plan.
Well, I am not saying a word until I am assured that I am not looking down the sharp end of a bill.
Fine. You will not be harmed.
Promise.
I have to promise? You don't just trust that I'll do what I say? You really are from Athens.
Not about being from Athens. Humans have grown so accustomed to being lied to by their leaders that they begin to expect it.
Who? Don't make us name any politicians in the play, Frank. We might get angry letters sent to the school.
Well, I'd like to go on record and say that from the beginning, I was never going to peck you to death. I was simply going to wait till you died and rotted, and then I would eat you. That's all I'm saying.
Come on, then. Both of you. I want to hear this brilliant idea that has Terrius so excited.
Okay, well, it's just this. We humans still tell stories about when you were kings.
Us? Kings? Why? What were we kings of?
Of everything, of all that there is, of him, of me, of Zeus even. You're older than Kronos himself, and even the earth.
What about the earth?
You preceded. You were here first.
How have I never heard of this?
Well, you're not very educated. You don't read. if you did, you probably would have read one of Aesop's fables. In one of his books, he writes that the first thing alive was a lark. All lonely she flew before even the earth, till her father took ill and died on her out of the blue. And no earth was there, so she sat in despair, while for 5 long days he lay dead. Till at last she thought best to develop a crest and bury him there in her head.
Wait, so Aesop wrote a story about a lark who wore her dead father as a hat?
Don't distract them, Euphides.
Right, sorry. So, the birds came before the earth.
Exactly. So, doesn't it follow that since the birds were here first, the world should belong to them? I mean, who are these gods and kings to come along and claim them for themselves when they already belong to someone else?
That must be why birds strut the way they do. Deep down, they know their royalty.
Of course they do. I mean, and us humans know it too. You, my friend, are a rooster. And what do us humans do when you crow? We jump out of bed and get to work.
Oh, don't get me started about roosters. I can't handle myself when someone starts talking about roosters. One time, I was taking a big dinner after work. When I heard someone's rooster crowing, naturally I got out of the bed thinking it was evening. When it wasn't, it was evening, and way past the time a respectable farmer should be out and about. I ended up getting mugged by some local youths that just so happened to be in the olive grove that day. Mugged. Oh, wait. Sorry, Pythagoras. Please continue.
Even the gods pay their respects to you, even though they don't dare say it out loud in fear that you might hear them.
The gods?
Yeah. Zeus, the chief lord of the world, carries a scepter with what on it? An eagle. In fact, Zeus even turned into a swan one time, and...
This is a family show.
Right. Well, his daughter Athena has an owl, and Apollo has a hawk, all symbols of power.
You're right, by Demeter, they do. I'd never noticed.
But what do they do to you? How do they treat you? They scramble your eggs for breakfast.
Pluck you and roast you for dinner.
They put you in cages and make you sing.
They treat you like you're foul.
They're right.
How could we have fallen so far when we know that we can fly? We could rule the world again.
I want my children to be kings, not omelets.
And just how will we do all of this?
You must unite. Build a city here in the sky, protected like a fortress, surrounded by walls.
A mighty city where you can be as happy as a lark or as free as an eagle.
And here's the thing. When you build your city, send a messenger to Zeus and tell him that if he wants his prayers and offerings, that he is going to have to pay you for them to pass through your city.
You'll stand halfway through heaven and earth and hit them with the only thing stronger than the gods or kings, taxes.
But why would the gods take us seriously? I mean, we may be able to peck a couple of Athenian vagrants to death here in the hills, but what could we do to Zeus? Let alone all those politicians down on earth.
Oh, you have it backwards. What could Zeus do to you? I mean, yes, it's easy to smite some mortal standing in the middle of a field on earth. You just zap them with a lightning bolt. It's kind of funny. But no, you're birds. You can fly. You're a much harder target.
It'd be like trying to catch gnats out of the air.
And what of all those kingdoms of humans down on earth?
They're easy. For each of human, there's a dozen birds. Here's the thing. Send them out to eat the seeds and the berries if they cause any trouble. You birds have numbers. Those humans only have power. If you work together, you'll unite and win.
And if they try to fight, you'll have 12 birds for every soldier. A common sparrow might be a little thing on its own, but a swarm of them, throw a Canadian goose in there and you got an army of your own.
And what do we do then? Do we establish a two-party system, both of which aggressively take turns ruling our kingdom until ultimately they tear each other apart?
Too soon.
I mean, you could do that. You could build an entirely new Athens and rule by power and force, giving wealth to those who have wealth and nothing to those who don't. Or
you could do something else.
What else is there?
Create a world where even though you rule in the skies, you help them. You tell them when a storm is coming and show them where to find good wind.
And what would we get from that?
A world where getting isn't the point.
Yes, exactly. Why does everything have to be about getting? You will give, they will give, and you will both be free.
Here's the thing. We can model our new community on the great American utopian societies. The Shakers, the Zoarites, New Harmony, Juanita.
Vegetarians, didn't all of those fail?
Yeah, of course they did. They were run by selfish human beings. But these are birds. You birds could build an entirely new republic.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but I think we should try it.
Me too.
I'm flushed with excitement just thinking about it.
Frank is excited. Look at him.
Who?
You, Frank, you're practically dancing over there.
It's decided then. We birds will build a new city, brick by brick, beak by beak.
If each bird lifts a single brick, we could build a fortress bigger than anything on Earth. You humans, will you tell us your names?
Pleasure. I'm Pepitaris.
And your friend?
Flippities.
Welcome both.
We thank you for your kindness.
Oh, will you come with us to help us build the city? How could we leave you behind when all of this was your idea?
Of course, let's go together.
Come.
Oh, wait. Euphides, we can't fly. How would we get there?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Could you just jump really high for a really long time?
Isn't that just flying?
How about this? You climb up onto that rock, you throw yourself to the ground, but you miss. You'd be falling, not flying, but you never land.
I don't think that'll work either. You see, I'm too good at falling. I just never miss. I guess we'll just have to keep wandering the earth while you guys build your perfect utopia.
Stop! What are you doing, Aristophanes? You can't have the two main characters walk away.
They aren't birds. How are they going to live in a city in the sky?
So turn them into birds.
What? That's crazy. You can't just turn people into birds.
Why not? The gods did it to Tyrus. Maybe Tyrus knows how to turn people into birds.
Fine, but this play is getting ridiculous. Here we go.
Oh, I have it. There's a strange root that grows in the fields where the gods did once battle. One fight and you'll be transformed into your true selves. It makes those who are good inside into heroes and those who are evil into monsters. But if you two were to try it, you would become birds. You two have the souls of birds for sure.
But what if they're not who they say they are? What if this is all a trick?
Then they will become monsters instead. I'm sure some hero will come along shortly and take care of them.
Ha ha! Sounds like a good plan to me. Let's hope you two aren't trying to fool us, or else your heads will end up on the spear of some Perseus or Jason.
Wait, like the hockey mask guy?
No, he's the... Never mind.
Vegetarians, I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I feel like we're making up a lot of this as we go. Sure, if I get turned into a satyr, I'd get invited to more parties, but what if I get turned into a sphinx? I'm terrible at riddles.
Well, we might be improvising here, but I mean, what do we really want? Some food to peck at? A flock around us? I think we might really be birds on the inside.
Oh, humans, eat this root. And join us in the sky. You had no egg, and no nest, but you will have wings and feathers, like the first birds born from chaos and empty sky. For the sky is where you will join us in feathered glory, all of us together, each bird chirping to one another. Are we not children of love? For we fly like Cupid's arrows, and when true lovers meet, we are there.
Be birds with us, and you will have summer in the summer months and when the sun is high. And then when winter comes, you will fly south and have summer again. School is for fishes and humans. It is summer break forever.
Be birds with us, and no one will judge you for how you look or the color of your feathers.
There are too many colors and variations to count, and all of them are as beautiful as they are different.
Be birds with us, and you'll have no rules and laws.
Free to do as you please. Back at your parents like a sparrow, or push your siblings out of the nest like a cowbird, and no one will tell you no.
We birds don't mind a liar bird, as long as their lies are sung in a pretty voice.
Be birds like us, and you'll never ever have to feel bored again.
Just imagine, for instance, that you're stuck in the audience at some play, and the actors are going on and on while we're waiting for some other characters to change costumes.
You would not have to sit there. You could just spread your wings and fly. No one could do a thing to stop you.
Dude, look at this.
That is the funniest thing. The very funniest thing I've ever seen.
Why are you laughing?
What do you mean why I'm laughing? You look like a 1 week's goodbye off of Drag Race.
Well, you look like you have chickenpox with all those spots.
I think I look fancy.
You both look very fine, my newly feathered friends.
Okay, well, we need to get work making our great city.
It needs a name.
Let's think. What should we name our new city?
What about calling it Columbus?
And is that really who you want our city to be named after?
Well, what do you want to call it?
Something from here. From clouds and heavenly regions, some big, inspiring name.
How about Cloud Kookopolis?
I like it. Very dignified and official sounding.
A splendid thing, our city. But who shall be our heavenly patron? What deity will stand as our symbol?
Zeus is a sky god.
I don't think Zeus is gonna like us very much after our whole taxes on Olympus plan. Any other sky gods?
Well, there is always his grandfather, Uranus, god of all the skies.
Oh, I would totally worship Uranus.
Euripides. Say that exact same sentence again.
I would totally worship Uranus. Oh, I see the problem here.
If we're looking for a divine patron, we should avoid the gods altogether. What do birds do?
They sing.
Euripides, you're a genius. We'll dedicate our city to Eutrope, the muse of song. Oh, we should build a city on rock and roll.
Really? You have them dedicated to my sister?
What?
Fix it.
Fine, they'll name it after you. Let's just cut to intermission. All right, folks, 5 minutes. No more, no less.
Aristophanes, let's start the second act. Intermission's been long.
Okay, yeah. Welcome back, everyone. Let's just cut to some birds.
City walls are going up already. I've never seen so many birds in the same place, working together.
These humans have inspired us.
They're not humans anymore. They're birds like you and me.
Well, now that they're birds, maybe I can say what I think we've all been thinking this entire time. 2 of them make way better games than Tirius ever was. But I shouldn't say things like that in public where the audience could hear me. Oh, come on, birds. Let's go talk in private.
Where did Euripides get to? I can't believe this is working. The birds are doing everything we tell them to. The city's almost finished. Wait, is that a human? You there! How did you get in our city of birds?
Forgive me, good bird. I hid in a basket of bricks, and that flock of ducks flew me up to the city. I saw all of this construction here and thought that your city might need a priest.
Well, we do need someone to dedicate our city to our patron Calliope the Muse. I guess a priest is the obvious choice for that.
Not just the obvious choice, but the best one. I'll get out my incense. I assume you'll be able to pay for it?
Wait, pay for what?
The consecration. Prayers are expensive. 1,000 gold pieces should do the trick.
1,000? That's an even bigger bill than the one on my friend Flamingo over there.
Oh well, it is a high rate, but I am the only priest here. Good luck finding someone else to pray for you.
Well, I will do the praying myself then. Thank you very much.
I wouldn't recommend that. I'm going to do some praying either way, and if it's not for you, then it might be against you. Who knows what I might pray about? Have you ever seen what happens when the Olympians get angry?
That is extortion! You get out of the city right this minute. I am not going to have this beautiful city blessed by some dishonest crook.
Just wait till the gods hear how you treated me.
Vegetarians, here, look at this. There's some humans that were trying to sneak through the gate back there. They say they've come in hopes to help us build our city.
I would have welcomed them a minute ago, but if they're anything like this priest I just met, then they'll be more trouble than they're worth. Figure out if they can really help us, and if they can't, then give them the boot. Now, come on, your worship, you better hope that those hummingbirds or whatever you hitched a ride on will take you back, or else it's going to be a long fall followed by a very quick stop.
All right, out with it. I'm guessing you're a beggar based on the state of your clothes.
I am a poet.
Oh, good. Do you do festival songs? We could use some festival songs to celebrate the opening of our new city.
What? No, I don't write silly songs. My poetry takes the purest truth in the finest company. I write moves.
Okay, show me one.
I wrote this one last night.
I don't get it.
What is there not to get? It's the My Day Be So Fine meme, but with dancing cows, and then a bottom text. And it's funny because it's about how much I hate myself.
Okay, next.
Hi, my name's Pebble. It's okay if you want a picture, that's totally fine, but tell me first so I can check my angles.
Okay, and I'm guessing you're here to help us build our city?
Of course I am. I'm an artist.
Oh, do you do murals? We have quite a few walls that could use some murals.
Oh no, I am not a painter. My art is life. I very carefully take pictures of the best parts of it, post them in my socials, and sometimes I even make vague references to bad things so people get mad at me and feel jealous. Sometimes, they'll give me free gifts so that I'll like them back, and it's for exposure for them, I guess.
And people pay you for this?
Yeah. Well, actually, no, they don't. But they like me, and sometimes I'll like them back so that they'll like me, and I'll get more exposure.
Next.
Sorry, I was just setting up my equipment.
What in Hades' holy fork is all that for?
I'm an orator.
Oh.
Record my voice.
Oh, great. So could you record any speeches? We could do a speech for the new city.
Speeches? That sounds super boring.
I thought that's what you said you do.
No, I make podcasts. Not like scripted ones or history ones or anything. I just kind of talk about stuff that I think is funny. I could record something for you now, but you would have to wait a few days to get it.
Is there a single useful Athenian in this bunch?
Hang on, Aristophanes. Is this really the type of Athenians you want making fun of? I mean, yeah, they're vain and silly, but they aren't really the problem.
Making fun of art is easy, though, and safe. No one gets you in trouble when you make fun of artists.
Come on, Ari, be better than that. Take a risk.
Fine. How about a politician?
Is someone looking for a useful Athenian?
I approve.
Now what?
I have here a series of rules and laws, regulations and ordinances, ready to be deployed in the service of law and order.
Who asked you to come here, and who asked you to write those?
I came here as a favor to you, the rulers of the city. Every city needs laws. How else would you ensure that all of the common folk stay in their place?
Those don't seem like very good laws.
Good? Laws aren't supposed to be good. They're supposed to be effective. If the city makes laws that are good, how else would you ensure that all the power and wealth stays in your pockets where it belongs? Now, have you thought about creating a good police force?
Oh my God, out! Out all of you before I beat you about the head with these new wings. We'll just make our own laws. Thank you very much.
Nobody's. Oh my God, there you are. I hope you got every single one of those Athenians out of here. The last thing we need in this city is a bunch of ex-Athenians mucking it up.
Oh, except us, of course.
Oh yeah, of course, except for us.
Where are they? Where are they? Where are Pythagoras and Euripides?
Hey, we're right here.
Your wall, sir, is completed.
Oh, that is wonderful news.
It's a splendid wall. You could drive 2 chariots side by side along the top of it.
My Heracles, what width?
And as for the height, I measured it myself. 600 feet.
But Poseidon, what a height. How did you build it so big?
It was all done using bird power. We used cranes to build the top.
Cranes, Trochilus? Was that a bird pun? You seem to be in a better mood than usual.
It's my master, Tereus. Instead of lying around all day, giving me orders, he's up there on the wall helping with construction. I don't know what's come over him. Last time I saw him, he was using a woodpecker as a hammer to secure the gate.
Hi, someone come help!
What is all of this?
It's an outrage! Just now, one of the gods of Zeus, flew right through the gate and up into the sky.
Oh, holy crap. I forgot about the gods that can fly. Oh man. It seems like a wall wasn't the most effective means of controlling the border. Who was it? We need to find them and stop the gods from swarming in here.
We don't know. They had wings. We know that.
All right, let's go get them.
Now, Pythagoras and I know just how scary the birds can be firsthand if you guys are getting brave. Don't back down now just because your intruder is a god.
You're right, Tartarus. Gods have eyes just like humans, and a well-pleased peck will pluck them right out.
I see her now, a goddess.
Hey, you! Get down from there! Stop swarming around! The air belongs to the birds now, and you Olympians aren't welcome.
I'm not welcome? I'm Iris, goddess of the dawn. The air is mine to do as I please.
Not anymore! We birds have taken it back from you Olympian tyrants!
Taken back the air? Then how am I supposed to paint it with vibrant oranges and soft pinks every morning? How will I fill it with morning mist?
Oh, is that what you were doing when you just flew through our city? Filling the dew with rainbows?
Well, no. I was on my way to Earth. For some reason, the prayers and incense that feed the gods have stopped. Zeus himself sent me to investigate.
She admits to being a spy! We should make an example of her.
Make an example? You sound like a tyrant yourself. Are we birds no better than the gods who used to rule us? Where is Tereus, our king? He will put a stop to this violence.
Ha! Go and get him. It was the gods who made him our king, and we are free of them now.
Oh, that's it? You'll kill me now just for flying through the air?
She's right, Pythagoras. And so is Trochilus. You can't just kill her.
Okay, fine. We'll be merciful this time. You go and tell Zeus that if he wants his prayers and offerings and his incense, he's gonna have to pay for them in gold and godly treasures.
You want me to say that to Zeus? The guy who cut his way out of his own father's belly? The guy who threw half a dozen titans into a bottomless pit? Oh, you guys are gonna end up dodging lightning bolts by the end of the day.
Let him try. For every chicken he fries will be replaced with a dozen more. There are more birds in the sky than Zeus has lightning bolts in his quiver. Now get out of here before we set our clocks to midnight and end the dawn.
I'll tell my father how you treated me. Then you'll be sorry.
Ha! Look at her fly away! We bested a god!
Well, it looks like we're gonna have to deal with Olympus soon. I wonder how the human kingdoms are reacting to our city.
Hail, Terrace! God of the sky! I bring a message from the cities of earth. Where is thy mighty Terrace, so I can give homage and praise to him?
Well, that was convenient timing.
Who summons the king of birds?
The people of earth, my lord, have sent a golden crown for you. They love you and your city.
I thank them. What do they love us for?
Oh, great birds of the sky! We humans have seen your mighty city. We watched as you threw out the corrupt, greedy, and the vain, and we cheered. Us humans have started dressing like birds in cloaks and feathers, and we cry out to our leaders to be more like Cloud Cucopolis, but they will not listen.
It sounds like we weren't the only ones that were fed up with the way things were going. What happens next?
They rose up. Some of them stayed behind to make their cities better places, but others are on their way here now. They send this crown in hopes that you will rule over them as justly as you do your fellow birds.
The gods made me a bird to stop me from being a king on earth, and this would defy them.
Then defy them? I mean, we already bested one god. I'll bet we can do it again.
Oh, I heard all about that from Troculus here. What were you thinking threatening the dawn with murder? What did she ever do to you?
She was an Olympian, a child of Zeus, and a tyrant like the rest.
Enough of that. For now, we will welcome these humans, and if they truly want to be free, then let them eat the magic fruit that changed you two into birds. Troculus, go and turn every single one of those humans into a bird.
My lord, all of them? What if some of them are criminals or spies? If we let them all in, then one of them might be a thief or an informer, or even worse, a percussionist.
Yes, Troculus, all of them. Whatever they were as human, we can let them start over as birds. Come with me, and we will see to it.
Well, I remember taking a vote when he transformed you two, but I don't recall him coming to the decision of whether or not to transform another 1,000 humans into birds.
I thought it was very generous.
Maybe too generous. We'll see what the other birds think soon enough.
That was rather ominous.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that.
Hey, is one of you pet the terrace?
Who's that in the cloak?
Quiet down. Have the Olympians arrived yet?
No, not yet. I'm Hit the Terrace. Who are you?
I don't want to say my name out loud. Zeus might hear it.
Okay, well, can you give us a hint or something?
Let me see. I made the first humans out of clay. No. I stole fire from the sun and brought it down to earth. Still, no. Chained to a rock for eternity by Zeus, liver constantly devoured by eagles.
Oh, you're Prometheus!
Quiet! Don't say it out loud. I escaped, and the last thing I want is Zeus finding out that I'm gone. Look, I have managed to keep my liver for a whole day now.
Wait, how did you escape?
I escaped. It was the eagle, actually. He said he never really liked liver in the first place, but that Zeus made him do it. Said you birds were rebelling against the gods, then picked the lock on my chains with his beak. After all of that liver devouring, he turned out to be a good guy.
I actually met that eagle earlier today. He knits.
Well, listen carefully. I came to tell you that before I escaped, I overheard the gods talking about this new city.
Okay, go on, we're listening.
Zeus is freaking out.
Oh.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing, at least for you. Most of the humans down below have stopped sacrificing anything to the gods, and they started trying to live like birds instead. And the few offerings that do get made are getting held up by your wall. Olympus is getting starved out. Zeus is so terrified, he decided he wasn't even going to come talk to you himself. He's sending his brother Poseidon and his brain-dead son Heracles.
You mean Hercules?
No, that's his Roman name, doofus. And his name is Heracles.
Anyways, they're gonna try to intimidate you and pretend like they still have the upper hand, but they're actually terrified. They've heard that two sorcerers, Pythagoras and Euripides, conquered the birds and conjured this city out of nothing. They think you're wizards.
Well, that's not right at all. Well, really, the birds did all the work.
Well, if you play your cards right, I bet you can get them to make you both the new kings of Olympus. Wouldn't it be great to see that bully Zeus ruled over by a bunch of birds?
King of Olympus does have a nice ring to it.
Well then, I'm going to get going out of here for now. I don't want Zeus to find me before he loses his crown. Good luck!
Well, that was useful.
I guess the enemy of our enemy is our friend.
Aha! There they are!
You have to help us.
Oh. Pythagoras and Euripides, that's who.
We agreed on letting them in, and now our king is welcoming thousands of humans into the gates. He's turning them all into birds.
You two have got to stop him.
Wait, you're not suggesting that we overthrow the king, are you?
Oh, of course not.
We'll overthrow him ourselves.
And then make you two our new kings.
But Tyrius is the one that brought us here. I don't want to do him wrong like that.
Euripides, can I talk to you for a minute in private? What are you doing? This is our chance to be kings!
But we didn't leave Athens to be kings. We came to build a new just world. I don't think disposing of the king sounds very just.
Well, when we got here, Tyrius was just lounging around. We have to be better kings than Tyrius.
Pythagoras, look at him now. He has purpose. He's been helping the birds build, working with his own talents. He's a new bird.
Just trust me, Euripides. Tyrius will be so much happier without all of that responsibility. Birds, we accept. Bring us the crown and Euripides and I will be king.
Hooray! A cheer for our new kings.
Woo!
Hooray!
Now, let's go find our soon-to-be former king.
We're gonna be kings.
My friends, I just heard that the Olympians are on their way here now.
Oh, hey! Look who it is. I guess the birds didn't bump into you yet, did they?
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Hey, look, here come the Olympians right now.
You there, servant, announce our divine presence.
Your birdliness, I present to you Poseidon, goddess of the sea, her nephew Heracles, who slew the Nemean lion, and her son Polyphemus, who was blinded by Odysseus.
Roar! Is that the one thing you have to say about my beautiful boy?
I'm sorry, that is the only thing I know about him.
Foolish birds! Your insults only make your rebellion more infuriating.
Pound him on Poseidon. Mutilate him.
Maybe I will, Hercules. Or maybe they'll throw themselves on their knees and beg for mercy.
Noble Olympians, I welcome
this, Tyrius. Hi, welcome, your divine fishiness. Servants, would you bring the goddess of the sea a towel? She is dripping on the rug.
Pythagoras, what are you doing? You're going to make them angrier.
And so what if I will? From what I hear, Olympus is starved out from the loss of their offerings. They're willing to make a deal. I bet they would sell out Olympus for half a hamburger.
I would sell for half burger. You shut your mouth, son.
But on Poseidon, I'm hungry too. And you know it takes a lot of all beef patties to keep these biceps bulging.
Foolish birds! I can't believe you aren't intimidating them. I should have brought Tantalus. At least he's used to an empty stomach.
I think you should bow to us, okay? I think that maybe if you show some humility, we'll let some of those offerings on their way to Olympus.
Why am I negotiating with this funny-looking bird? He isn't your king. King Terrius, what do you have to say?
Well, I don't really think that.
So fast, Darius. The other birds and I decided that Eulpides and I will be king instead of you. So birds, come get Terrius, capture him.
There he is. Let's cock-a-doodle this.
Pluck that crown off his head.
Stop. Okay, everybody freeze. What is this?
The end of the play?
But everything is awful. The birds become tyrants, just like the gods, take everybody's gold and rule by force. Really? That's what you want to say to the audience?
Well, yeah. Everyone is terrible. They're all unhappy. It's a satire. The audience is supposed to watch and get mad and then decide to do better in their own lives.
But I don't think that's what they really want to do. I think they just get mad, get sad, and feel demoralized. How about we give them a little hope? Show them how to be better.
Can we do that? I mean, in 400 BC, the play ended with the birds ruling over everyone like evil tyrants.
But it isn't 400 BC anymore. Let's be better than that.
Okay. Let's be better than that. I guess Terrius could turn things around. He could say something like,
Wait, my subjects, let me speak. I know you have always resented me. The gods made me your leader and told me to rule you, but I resented you. I didn't want to be a bird, and that made me a bad king.
And that's why we should kill him, right, birds?
Let me finish. I was a bad king, but working with you all building this city, it made me love being a bird. I saw our city as a new hope for the world, full of every kind of bird, each of them truly free. But if you want to be free, then you could not have a king at all. Look at you. You're going to take my crown and give it to someone else. Someone who's going to use it to hurt others, just like you've been hurt. And that isn't freedom.
What? We should just let you keep being king and then just hope you'll be better?
No, I will give up my crown and step down, and the birds will have no king.
And what about us? Do we just starve out on Olympus?
No, starve!
Olympus won't starve. We lift the blockade and let your offerings through.
To the terrace? What do you have to say to this? We're going to be our new kings.
Oh, well, I never wanted to be king in the first place. Pythagoras, don't you think that we have everything we want? I mean, we got our just city.
Yeah, I guess. Nobody's.
What do you need all of those golden taxes for anyways? All you really need is a nest and a bit of seed. We forget sometimes what's really important. An empty barn, a couple of dead mice, and the love of your fellow birds.
Wow, Frank. That was really wise.
Okay, Poseidon, we will lift the blockade and let the offerings on their way to Olympus. But all we ask in return is that you tell the gods that we want to rule our city without the interference of the gods.
I can make that promise. Thank you.
Can we still have that hamburger on the way out?
Come on, you two idiots. Let's get out of here before they change their minds. Polyphemus, we're leaving.
Bye-bye, new friends.
Pythagoras, do you have something else you would like to say to Terrius?
Terrius, I'm sorry I tried to take your crown and become king.
I forgive you, and to prove it, I'll take my crown myself and say that I am officially no longer the king of birds, and that the birds are free to rule themselves.
I'm as free as a bird now.
Huzzah!
Hooray!
Ooh.
Finally.
Come on, let's go into the city and celebrate.
We'll be. Go on without us.
Why are we going with them? I don't want to miss the party.
We have something we need to do first.
What? Someone else to defeat by trickery?
No, nothing like that. We have to say goodnight to the audience.
Oh. Well, the Muse should be here for that.
Oh, yeah.
Muse! Oh, Muse!
I'm here, and so is Aristophanes.
Hey, did you do all right?
You did great, and I hope you like the new ending, Aristophanes.
I don't know. Seemed a little happy and hopeful.
But sometimes that's what the people need. Now look right into the camera and say goodnight to the audience.
Good night to the audience.
Good night.
Good night.
You're about to explode. Good night.
The
I hope you enjoyed the show.